Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? Well, today I'm not streaming live because YouTube wouldn't let me stream live. Something weird is going on with YouTube lately. But anyhow, what do I want to talk about today? This is a short video that I'm going to record and then upload, and it's about Dark Places and Demogorgons 5th edition. And so it's something that I saw that Eric Bloat had shared on, I think, on Facebook, on his page. And so Dark Places and Demogorgons is a game that I backed and bought a while ago. Man, I'm not sure how many years ago now. This was Eric Bloat and Josh Palmer. This is one of my hard copies of the thing that I got as a backer. Really, really cool book. But I was really excited to see that they are having a 5th edition. And it was really weird because I realized as I'm watching the Kickstarter video and everything like that, that it's not actually being put on by Bloat Games. It's being put on. I actually had to call Eric or text him and say, hey, dude, what's going on? It's actually being put out by Wet Ink Games, which is actually licensing the Dark Places and Demogorgons property from them. Although they were on board as creative, they came up with a draft and all that kind of stuff, and are kind of looking at everything to make sure it's still Dark Places and Demogorgons enough. But I was really excited about this because as I'm reading 5th edition D&D, I'm starting to think that'd be a really cool system to adapt this game to. And don't tell Eric this, but it's a good chance that, because they're using the 5th edition rules, that the kids might be a little bit better at surviving this than they are in the original game. So in some ways, I think, don't tell Eric, it might even be a slightly better fit system-wise for the game. So that's something that I back, and I'm interested in seeing how that goes. So and it's also really cool because, I told Eric, you've like hit the big time here. You're not only have you created products and you have been pretty successful as a small producer of games, but now you're having people license your products. He's arrived. He's like big time. So, if you haven't checked this out, go ahead and check it out. Today is November 1st, and I think there's something like 17 or 18 days left. There's a few backing levels. I think there's $70. It's like a box set for the deluxe version, and there's, I think, something like $40 for the hard book and PDF, and maybe the PDF is something like $20. So it's pretty modestly priced Kickstarter. I think the box set actually has some monster cards you can hand out to players and to see what they look like, and some other junk. It's got some dice. It's got some other things. I forget all the stuff it's got in it, but pretty decent box set, overall. But yeah, pretty cool project. I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like, and I think they're talking about they're projecting to fulfill it somewhere around like mid 2021. So not a terribly long time. At least that's their projection. And I even asked Eric, how's their Kickstarter record? And he said Wedig has actually done pretty good with their Kickstarter record. So I'm like, oh, cool. That made me feel more comfortable about buying it. And so we'll see what happens. So maybe you can get some 5e, DP, and DG. Take it easy, kids.